join me at a tremendously exciting moment. I'm in a hotel car park. It's the Into Your Head second Hotel Trilogy, except it's not. It's not going ahead. There's a problem. I've got no... how do I put this? I forgot my thing. My thing is at home. Well, I didn't forget it. Someone else forgot it. Except, well, in a way they didn't, because they weren't expected to remember it. But no, I forgot my thing. So I don't have my thing to do the Hotel Trilogy. So no, there's going to be a problem. So there's going to be no Into Your Head second Hotel Trilogy this week, as the plan was going to be. So I'll do some audio booze instead whenever I feel like it. But no Hotel Trilogy. I've got nothing to record the Hotel Trilogy on other than this iTelephone. I don't want to do a proper thing on that, because I have my standards. I'm setting up a home studio. It's going to be ready in a couple of weeks. It's going to be the brand new Into Your Head semi-professional show. It's going to be starting soon. But until then, no, pretty much nothing. So if you want to hear pretty much nothing except 220 something old shows, go to intoyourhead.com and listen to them. And I'll be back soon with brand new stuff. I'll have a brand new Into Your Head, same old crap, higher quality sound in my new home studio, and with advertising on it. I'm going to advertise filthy, disgusting products all over the show. We're going to have all sorts of crap and special offers for listeners. We're going to have, what else are we going to have? I'm going to have my keyboard. I'm going to have a new there's going to be a new era in the cat song genre. Rather than just using my mouth organ and my guitar as I've done up till now, I'm going to have a proper professional keyboard, which I'll be using for those. But no Hotel Trilogy this week, just audio booze like this. If you want stuff, there you go. Anyway, intoyourhead.com. I'm Neil in the car. Goodbye. You join me at a tremendously exciting moment. It's the Into Your Head Hotel Room Trilogy Failure Part 2. I'm not in the hotel room at the moment. I'm sitting in the car park. That's not the nature of the failure. The nature of the failure is that I don't have my portable voice recorder, so I'm limited to recording these things on my iTelephone, and they're therefore limited to 5 minutes each. So I've only 4.5 minutes left, so I can't be wasting time dilly-dallying, sitting here watching the grafting go up and down on the screens with my voice and getting distracted. So no, I can't be wasting time. I've a lot to get on with. I haven't made an Into Your Head show for several weeks because I've been busy making a new studio setup. So I can't be... Let's just get on with it. Hello. What was it? Let's see. I'm here. Where are you? No, it doesn't matter where you are. This isn't a call-in show where you call in and I say, hello, where are you calling from? And you say, I don't know. I thought you'd be able to tell that. I thought you had some sort of a gadget whereby you could say, well, like with the ambulance people, you dial 999. They'll say, hello. Oh, I know where you are. You're out. Oh, no, I don't, except you're on the... Everyone has a frigging mobile these days, and they ring up or they ring from Skype and they'll say, hello, 999. I'm sure you know where I am. Send an ambulance, goodbye. And then they collapse in a heap, and then the man is sitting there in the call centre, and he's thinking, I don't know where he is at all. I can't trace that call. He didn't call from a proper old-fashioned rotary telephone. He's probably the same. He probably doesn't even have a remote control on his television, so he can't use our television detection thing either, because we all know that the call centre where they do the 999 thing is the exact same place where they send out those vans that check whether you have a television and whether you have a television licence for it. There's those same bastards. They're all coming from the same place. It's all the government. Everything is the government. I'm sitting in here in this car now, and I can say, well, I can't see much because I have poor eyesight, but I can see a road out there. There's a blurry white van going past. That's probably the government as well now. I used to work for the government, and I remember distinctly they had white vans that used to go around with the internal post. They go around, technically it was external post because it was to another office, but there was an office within the same organisation, and thereby it was internal post, because the world is a very small place now. You can have an office on the east coast and an office on the west coast, and it can still be internal mail because it's the same organisation. It's like if you live, it's like if you have a second home, but you consider it still part of your household, so you connect up. I like your man Ruben, who I know in Singapore or Australia or Kuala Lumpur or wherever he is at the moment. He's got 8 homes and they're all connected up by computer. He's got a wire. Whenever he goes abroad to another apartment to go and study somewhere else for a while, he brings a piece of string with him and it's tied to a cable, and he hangs it out the window of the aeroplane, and he's dropping the cable along the sea to wherever his new home is. And this is one of the places he's lived in before. So he connects them all up by cables, then he's got no problem at all. So that's how small the world has got. Although it will be much smaller if they build some frigging tunnels through the centre of the earth. We've got this whole thing where you can go to England and you can get on the train through a tunnel to France, but that's no use. You want to take advantage of the curvature of the earth and make a straight tunnel going right through from here to the opposite end of the world, and then have a big spherical roundabout in the centre of the earth where all of these tunnels meet up. You'd have to invent new rules of the road for that roundabout, but nonetheless they'd figure it out somehow. Spherical roundabout, you yield to the person coming from your left and to the person coming from above you, but not the person coming from below you or to your right. You probably have to have some sort of a speed limit for that. That would be a highly complicated junction to use. So no learner drivers there, I can tell. There'll be no learner drivers driving through the centre of the earth. We can't have any of that. I've only 30 seconds left. Let's see. If you're listening to this on Audio Boo, you probably don't know what this is. This is a makeshift episode of the Into Your Head podcast, which you normally find at intoyourhead.com, but I'm using Audio Boo today because of my lack of equipment. And there's a new series of Into Your Head coming in a couple of weeks for a brand new studio that I'm building. Intoyourhead.com, complete with all sorts of crap. Anyway, there we go. Out of time. Goodbye. Join me at a tremendously exciting moment. It's Into Your Head, the Hotel, what's it called now? The Hotel Trilogy Failure Part 3. I don't know how many parts there's going to be. There's going to be more than 3, I can tell you, because the first 2 were crap. I don't even know whether you're able to hear them. I can't tell you. I don't know. I haven't even got to the hotel room yet. This is supposed to be a hotel room trilogy, not a hotel car trilogy. But I like the acoustics here. I can hear myself eating fruit and nuts. It's been fruit so far in this recording, but here's a nut now. I don't know if you can hear that. That's a nut for you there. If you want to hear what an Irish nut, it's probably not an Irish nut. It's these are from Lidl, so they're probably imported from Germany. Oh no, they're not. From Platin, Drogheda, County Louth. That sounds like a made-up town. I could make up a town if I wanted to. I've been exploring the local town here of Clonmel this morning. It turns out there's 2 towns, because we went into Clonmel last night to get a takeaway, and we found the town centre. But I went out today and I found another town centre, one that's just as crap as the other one. There's nothing in it. Like, there's a €2 shop in it. I went to find out where the bus goes from. I couldn't find it, so I went into a shop and I said, "Hello, by any chance do you know where Kavanagh's bus comes from?" And she says, "Yeah, but it goes from here." Well, you couldn't put that on your frigging timetable, I don't know. But no, well, I suppose a timetable is for times, not location. But the timetable had the name of a shop that doesn't exist, and it says the bus goes from here. I don't know. Anyway, that's I do that smacking sound with my mouse. The graph goes up on the recording thing. It's cool. Yeah. Anyway, 2.5 minutes in. I'm restricted to 5 minutes for these audio boo recordings, unfortunately. So I suppose I'll eat the rest later. I don't know. No. Anyway, there's. I'm sitting here in the car. I'm not sitting. I'm sitting in the. No, I'm not. I'm just. Now that you mention it, I'm not really sitting in the hotel car park. I'm sitting in the car, which is hovering on bags of air over the hotel car park. So it's really like if you go into one of those SeaWorld things and you get into some sort of a bowl that goes, I don't know, you go into some sort of a room that's sticking down under the sea, so you can have a look at the sea creatures under the sea. But you're in a glass room. Or in a bubble under a boat or something. You're not really in the sea then. Because you're not getting wet. You're just. You're in a protected bubble. Well, that's how I feel about the way that I'm in the hotel car park at the moment. I'm not really in the hotel car park. I'm in the comfort of our car. It's not really. Well, I suppose it is touching the ground in a way. But no, I'm not. It's not like I'm sitting on the tarmac here, getting pissed on by dogs. I've seen 3 greyhounds already in Clonfell today. I went for a 2-mile walk, and exactly every 2/3 of a mile, they were equidistant apart. I saw a greyhound. Greyhounds running around on the road doing just stray greyhounds. I don't know. There's a greyhound racetrack around here somewhere. I don't know. 52 seconds left. I have to say I'm inclined to prefer the fruit to the nuts. Although the nuts are in their natural state, because this is dried fruit and nuts. Fruit isn't supposed to be dried, but nuts are. So the nut, you would think, would have an advantage in its trying to attract me here, because it's in its natural state. It's not being unnaturally dried out. But no, I still prefer the fruit. I don't know what that says about the nuts or about the fruit, but I'm nuts about the fruit. I wouldn't go that far. It's the only food that's in the car, so I thought I'd use it. Anyway, 10 seconds left in the Hotel Trilogy Part 3. There's going to be more. Don't be put off by the name. You join me at a tremendously exciting moment. It's the Into Your Head Hotel Room Trilogy Failure Part 4. I finally made it to the hotel room. I've been in it already. Checked in yesterday, but the previous 3 installments of this trilogy were recorded in the car. I'm not in the car anymore. I'm in the hotel bathroom, which I think you'll agree has quite similar acoustics to the car. Tile, after all, is very close to metal. If you go into any tile or metal shop, you'll find the tiles and the metals are never more than a couple of oils apart. The same if you go to one of those big holes. I forget what you call those big holes in the mountain where you get stone, where they're digging stone out of it. You'll find the stone, the tile and the metal are never far apart. What are those things called again? I forget. They're called something. They're called a something-ery or a something-illery or a something. They're a bit like the alcohol thing. You have the brewery and the distillery. So what I'm trying to think of is the one for the tiles and the metal. What's the one? The one where they have all the stones. Wait a minute. What's it called? This isn't helping. Apparently, tiles soak up memories and cause you not to be able to remember words in your vocabulary despite them being there. I'd go into the dictionary on my iTelephone, except I'm recording or using it. I don't want to. You know yourself how these things work. Being a podcaster yourself, you're well familiar. You're all podcast. Everyone who listens to Into Your Head is a podcaster. There's nobody outside the podcast world interested in this crap at all. You've all got podcasts. There's Ruben. There's your man, that Irish fella who's in that city that I've never heard of in the middle of America, who does that secret podcast. Who I forget his name. I don't forget his name, but I'm not going to say it because I think he wants to remain anonymous. Begins with B. Who else is there? Well, there's Frank, although I don't think he listens to this. He's got better taste. And then there's Who else? There's 85 podcasters anyway listening to this podcast and no one else. And I listen to all their podcasts. It's like a big podcasting loving. We all go and crisscross and cross-contaminate each other's podcasts. It all works out fine in the end. It's basically like cousins marrying cousins, except you don't produce an intellectually disadvantaged child, unless you have a meetup, I suppose. But most of the podcasters I know aren't in this country, so that's fine. So there you go. That's how the world of podcasting works. But you'll know that already, being a podcaster, although possibly a different style of one than me. As far as I know, no one else is doing this. No one else is going into hotel bathrooms and coming on their iTelephone and saying, "Hello, I'm in the hotel bathroom. Can you hear me? You probably can. Hello, are you a podcaster?" No, there's no podcasters doing that. Most other podcasters have either a studio or they walk around the streets of New York talking into a portable voice recorder. They don't really do the hotel toilet thing like I do. It's a pity. I mean, we could start a trend. I think anyone who wants to record in a hotel toilet should record it and send the recording into me, and I'll put it up and into your head, and we'll start a little. A little tradition here. Everyone, as far I'm declaring here now, to anyone who wants to record something in a hotel toilet and send it in to me, it can be part of my podcast. I've got absolutely no objection to that whatsoever. So there you go. We're 4 minutes in. We've already got that dealt with. What else do we have? We've got now that you mention it, no, I don't want to say that. Luckily, I haven't already. Unless you've probably said it already, because you're in sync with my mind today, so you've probably already said it to yourself. But don't go repeating it, and don't say I said it, because I didn't. You'll probably accidentally think that you imagine that you heard me saying it. Well, you didn't. Just trying to remember that you didn't hear me saying it. It's just that I was about to say it, and the thought got to you before I had cancelled it from my mouth. So you didn't hear it from my mouth. You heard it from my brain, which is something you can't go around telling people you heard something from